Still gets me good. Or your boyfriends, they always come up with the neatest little stories when they've been drinking. Like this one time, my buddy passed out, and I watched him roll over and masturbate with his own vomit. That's great courting material. Great courting material. I think I got that one on my second date. And I am a single mom. And, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, gotta get them love handles somehow. Anyway, my son comes up to me and he's like, Mom, when did Dad start growing a mustache? Like, well, bud, I think your dad was about 24 and he's still kind of working on it, you know? Okay, all right. Well, what about Uncle Ray? When did Uncle Ray start growing a mustache? Well, Uncle Ray, probably about the same time as your dad. Well, Mom, when did you start growing a mustache? Anyway, we're going to talk about something that I'm more comfortable with, like fear of clowns or the ice cream man. That was a good one for me growing up. You could not pay me to get anywhere near an ice cream truck because I was always afraid of getting shoved in the cooler next to Dora, and I don't mean the Explorer. And, well, anyway, I'm Janice. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Janice Chapman, keep going, huh? Keep going. The more you applaud, the less I talk, and that's a plus, ladies and gentlemen.
You didn't want me to move, really, but I did anyway.
You asked her to move there.
I know.
Center stage.
Thanks, I know. I'm in a great mood. We got open mic and we got a lot of people. I think we're doing a great deal. Okay, all right. One other guy says, I knew about that. Ladies and gentlemen, on deck, Brian Sherry. Please welcome to the stage Paris Knight.
Oh, you got real quiet all of a sudden. How we doing tonight, folks?
Yeah!
It's been a long time since I've seen so many of you beautiful people, and Danny, it's been really great here. My name is Paris, for those of you that don't know me, but my friends call me Tucker. Absolutely. To answer the question that's on everybody's mind, yes, I am very excited for our new president. Absolutely. How can you not? President Obama, it's such a strong name. Who doesn't love that name? Obama, it's like Maximus in Gladiator. Everyone familiar with Gladiator? Yeah, I think it was on the tail end of the 80s, wasn't it? So maybe not. The Gladiator, Maximus, he's the emperor's emperor. He's the head of all the armies. He'd kill you with one swipe of his sword, but he was still wearing a skirt, so pretty strong name. But I mean, it's, you know, being president, I mean, our president, I think our president has a lot of balls, doesn't he? He just, 9 of them actually, one night. That was just, that's way too many. At first when they said he had 9 balls, I thought they meant the other way. Like he actually had 9 testicles, which I figured was about, it's like, wow, we really do have that balance of power now. There's, let's see, he's got 9. The Supreme Court probably has about 9 between them. I think there might have been a chainsaw accident in there. And then we know Congress doesn't have any. So, oh, come on. We know Congress doesn't have any balls. If you don't believe me, just one, well, maybe it's 2 words. I guess I haven't had time to count them. But if you haven't had time to figure it out, corporate bailouts. I mean, come on. They have no balls. They give those guys fucking, that's why I didn't wear stripes tonight. I didn't want to look like a Wall Street banker. But, so what are you guys doing shots of?
Scooby snacks.
Scooby snacks. You ever had sex on the beach?
Not the
Yes.
drink.
Not the drink, but the act. I don't know how, it's a great drink though, isn't it? Because the act is nothing like that. It's not even close to being pleasurable. I mean, when I think of it, it's a lot like, and for anybody, well, when you think of having sex on the beach, is it kind of like dry humping sandpaper? Would that be? Yeah. It's not good at all. And for women, it's a lot like, you know, going to the dentist. You just, you know. Well, at least the oral part of it is, you know. I mean, your mouth's filled with grit. You're kind of leaning back, told to open wide. It won't hurt a bit. And if you're lucky, it doesn't drill too deep. Don't want to hit any nerves. Nerves is still. Nerves of our country. What's really funny is Danny made reference to the 80s here, but yet we're in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This is a town that's never actually left the 80s. You're listening to KSUK right here in Cedar Rapids, where if the smell doesn't choke you, the music will. I was actually, the day of the inauguration, I was listening to the radio, and I couldn't find it anywhere on FM radio. But by God, I mean, this is the biggest day in the entire history of the world, but I could still rock out to Wham! Right here in Iowa, in this place plus. Which one of the good things, though, is I can go to Half Price Books and buy Cosmo, that's 2 years old, and still be 8 years ahead of the trend. My name's Paris, folks. Thanks again for having me.
Paris night, everybody. All right, on deck. I love this name, Keegan Buckingham. Doesn't that sound like a rock and roll?